May, Charlie was concerned about Israel and their influence on American politics and how they were pushing things that he felt were in conflict with his beliefs, free speech here in America. Bibi's holding it up like Charlie just in May said, hey, you know what? I just want to write a love letter to Israel. That's how it was presented. Would you guys agree? That's not how it happened. Charlie, from a month ago, speaking about the kind of pressure that he was under, because I think that will also help to further contextualize this.
I'm an American citizen. Yes, I want Israel to win. Yes, I'm a Christian. But like some of the mess, and you've seen how I've been treated, Megan, by some, not all, by some.
No, it's very irritating.
It's
been
almost
so
as if
unfair. They were coming after you after Turning Point for, among other things, that you had Dave Smith there. Dave Smith is allowed to criticize Israel. You had both sides. The Israeli side was overrepresented.
Though. No, you're not allowed to. It's even worse than that. Again, I just want to repeat for the fifth time. I love Israel. I want Israel to win. But my moral character is now being put into question, Megan. Not my decisions. Not like, hey, are you doing this? Is it smart or is it dumb? But no, I am a bad person if I do this. And I could go, you saw it, Megan. It was trending on Twitter, thousands of tweets and text messages. And if I were to be charitable and generous, I will say the people that are attacking me are in a hyper paranoid state because they're at war, and war tends to make things black and white, and you're a hammer looking for a nail. So I'm trying to be charitable, Megan. Literally, I'm trying to cut as much slack as I can, right? Like, okay, what would it be like if all of a sudden I'm starting to see a pattern of behavior similar to what my grandparents saw in 1930s Germany online? How would I behave? So that's like my charitable kind of overcompensation spirit. At the same time, I'm like, but it's not defensible to be dumb, right?
No, it's not defensible to be dumb. And he was under an increasing amount of pressure, not just people telling him, oh, well, you know, I'm upset with who you're inviting, but flat out telling him that he was not allowed to invite certain people to his events. They were threatening to pull out money.
You know, the murder of Charlie Kirk has been the only thing that has been on people's mind of recently. A lot of people have taken to social media to share their thoughts and opinions, and also to express their frustration as to why the so-called FBI is able to uncover little to nothing as to the motive of the assassin. This has really been a very, very troubling moment for supporters of Charlie Kirk. And I have come across many videos of people saying one thing or the other. Now listen very carefully, okay? Everyone has the right to share their thoughts and opinion. Everyone has the right to grieve the way they like. Everyone has the right to do as they please. Now, I personally do not glorify the untimely demise of someone. I do not for a second think that killing Charlie Kirk solved anything. I don't think so. If there's one thing this whole assassination will bring about is more anger and frustration and confusion and the chaos. Killing somebody is never the answer to any problem whatsoever. This can never be overemphasized. Now listen, Charlie Kirk wasn't a saint. He said things that people find very, very offensive. he said some things that people thought someone at his level should not be saying. But just going out there to take the laws into your own hand and decided to assassinate him is wrong. It's seriously, seriously wrong. And I just hope that this particular incident serves us as a huge lesson that we all must learn that there is power in what we say. And we must be very, very careful with some of the things we say because people might act upon it. With great power comes great responsibility. We cannot welcome the power without also being aware of the responsibility. So if you are out there thinking that Charlie Kirk being assassinated is a great thing, you lie yourself. It is never a great thing. And believe me, I have seen clips of him saying one horrible thing or the other. Some people have the right to be angry with him. Some people have the right to feel frustrated about the things he has said. That is true. But that does not justify him being assassinated. No, it doesn't justify. Nothing can ever justify assassination. Nothing. So we all must understand this. We all must understand this. Now, there's one concern that most people across the board are sharing. People are worried that we might not get to the bottom of this problem or of this situation, that we might not get the absolute truth of what really happened, that the way the investigation is going, people are skeptical that a lot of things will be buried, that there is more to this incident than we all are being led to believe. That is the general sentiment that people are portraying. But I would like to say this. In as much as we are all skeptical, it is always better for all of us to keep our calm and just pay attention to what is going on out there. Let us give whoever that is in charge time to really, really carry on this investigation. And let us wait for them to produce their findings. Only then shall we be able to know whether or not we are being lied to. So let me say this one more time before I end this video. Charlie Kirk being assassinated is a horrible thing. Anyone being assassinated or being killed is horrible. It doesn't matter whether they are left or right, they are Christian or pagans or whatever. It really doesn't matter. Anyone being assassinated is bad. It's horrible. Just the action alone should be condemned. So if you're out there celebrating this particular incident, then I think that you should be ashamed of yourself. Do not glorify in the downfall of others. You might not like them. You might not like their politics. You might even resent some of the things they stood for, but you cannot celebrate their downfall. Not in this kind of situation. You shouldn't. You should not do that.